The third room is retention. How can we bring them back to the app? So in this escape room, exit room, we have push notifications, email marketing, the streaks that people want to come back to complete some kind of streak. We have retargeting paid campaigns that we can see that the people are trying to do. The biggest thing that we see that people are missing out is the network effect. Network effect is a concept that the more users a product has, the more value every user gets. So let's say you have a make new friends app, the dating app. If you have 1 or 2 users, there is not much value in the app. But once more users are joining to this ecosystem, the users are getting more value because they can choose from a better selection of other users. The most interesting network effects type is personal utility. Coming back to the dating app, there must be at least 10 to 20% of girls in order to attract the easy side, the guys. So we have here two-sided marketplace that interact with each other, and the more users we have a better value to the whole ecosystem. So this is something that an app that is like social in its essence, it's already having some type of or kind of network effect. On the other side, we have the, like, let's say WhatsApp, which also a network effect product. They started as a one-to-one communications, so you can only communicate with each other, and you should know its number. So the value of this product is even higher. So there is a saying, come for the tool, stay for the network. And once they start to interact with each other and creating these connections, one-to-one, one-to-many, inside groups, there are so many ideas and way to think about it, you actually spike and explode the value of your product. How do you measure success? For every network effect, you can measure unique connections. How many unique connections created for this user on in a day, or whatever metrics that makes sense to focus on. But roughly speaking, for most apps, when we want to increase retention, the network effect is the best retention driver. We can measure it easily. Every app has a Firebase connection, and inside you can actually see the retention curve. But on the left side, you can see the D1 retention, cohort D7 and D30. And once you implement some kind of a network effect, you will, and of course, you need to connect the push notification into it and make all the ecosystem, like notify the users that something happened so they can jump in. But you will see, supposed to see, growth in retention day one. Once you see retention day one better, you will see all the other graphs growing as well, unless like you missed something out later on.
So focus on day one. If you can improve day one, day 7, day 30 becomes a lot easier.
So this is the last thing, monetization. We have data selling, optimization of subscription plans, dynamic pricing to show different pricing for different segments of users, paywalls and advertisements and location selling, data selling. But something that really works is LiveOps. LiveOps, the full name is Live Operations. Again, it's coming from gaming. The goal of LiveOps is to make apps more dynamic and engaging, which in turn boosts player engagement and therefore revenue opportunities. Actually, we can see in the picture, like in the examples here, 3 types of LiveOps campaigns. One is concept or seasonality offer. So we can see here like adventure offer in the weekend or something, okay? Yeah. You can create a paywall dynamically, and if you need tools, there is the Purchasely, which I really recommend on, and to RevenueCat, they have also this functionality.
Yep.
All the industry is aligning toward the dynamic paywalls, okay? So it's really powerful. You create something, you deliver it to the store, adventure week, of course, if there is a Christmas or something like that, but you should not wait for the actually seasons because there are not too many, and you actually can launch a new offer every weekend, every week, every whatever your best day, your worst day, whatever you will think of. So you just create a concept, you deliver some promotion around this concept. The users that are coming into the app feeling that the app is alive. It's not just a static app. Like we spoke about single player versus multiplayer with network effect. Here we are talking about, like, you think about it, you're jumping to the app and you see some offer and you see some excitement around it, people will take it, okay? And the increase in revenue will be very significant. So this is concept and seasonality offer. Then we have bundle special offer. So you take, I don't know, 2 products that you have, you combine them. You can say one is for free, one is for a payment. And again, everything is dynamic. You connect all these products like from these tools, okay, and you deliver it. And again, the results are very amazing. People think that they get something for free if they just buy this, and this creates excitement. They never saw this paywall. This is the first time they saw the paywall. You can target buyers. You can target people that did not buy so far. You can increase the offer for people that, let's say, already bought Steve in $5. Now you want to push them toward the $7 or $8 or $9. Okay, depends what we are talking about. I'm not talking about the game here. I'm talking about an app. In this case, it's consumables. Okay, there is another question: how do you do it with subscriptions or with lifetime offers, right? But it's just that more creativity, but it's very possible. The last thing is personal offer. Again, you segment your users, buyers, and you put them in the buckets: buyers versus not buyers, and people that bought, how much they spent so far if you have a consumable app. And then you put a better offer with increased pricing to the segment to push them to the next, let's say, tier.
I just came across an app alone that was doing the same exact thing where I love this because I know from a gaming perspective, this stuff works. And so I love that you're trying to bring some of the gaming concepts into the app world. And I came across another app that did exactly this, and I'm trying to find it and I can't find it. But anyways,
behind it, there is like a calendar that we are handling. Like every day is happy day, and there is a new offer to a new segment of users, and you actually learn some stuff. Once you learn something that really works, let's say the adventure offer, the live ops that you deliver to all the users is becoming a protocol. So let's say every first weekend that the user is entering after the seventh day, he will get the adventure offer. Why? Because I know that it works. Okay.
Yep.
So this is something that also left behind. Success KPIs. So usually it's good to measure RPD, revenue per download, or average revenue per DAO. And we should look at the cohorts when we want to see. And in this like example, we can see here an app that cohort of users means like, let's say from December 3rd to December 9. I don't know how many users entered, but on average in week number 0, they worth 52 cents. And then in week number 1, they worth 13 cents, etc., etc. And you can calculate like this easily the LTV and see if you are getting better with your monetization in general. But in LiveOps, we can see here that there is optimization of about already 0.81 in week 0. So there is a huge percentage of increase. And this is how you can actually check if this stuff works for you. All right.
love it.
Summarizing, we can have so much to do. And if we're going to even think to do everything, we're going to lose everything, let's say. So in every room, the acquisition room, the engagement room, the retention, and the monetization, we just need to pick one thing and do it really, really well. Once we do it, we are opening up the opportunity for a 7-figure exit. And now you can think, okay, I'm an indie, I cannot do it all. Maybe I'm too focused on, I don't know, some features that, or I'm trying the engagement and trying maybe retention, but I'm not really building the core loop as we spoke, or I don't care about viral effect, the network effect, who can think about it even, not to say live ops, but the scope is to pick just one thing from each room, each screen, and to do it really well. And you can also outsource it. So for ASO, you can go to Steve easily. You have the best expert in the industry for sure. And I'm not saying it because it's Steve and he's hosting me. I actually worked with him, and you can get amazing results, and you can focus maybe on the core loop, which means like actually coding, or network effect features, which is exciting, etc., etc. Steve, I don't think I saw somebody that can make his app worth a 7 figures exit without at least 3 like rooms, let's say, out of the 4 that we see here. Let's say you're doing very well user acquisition, but you don't have any retention on engagement, or it's listed, it's poor, not to say monetization. You don't have a real asset, and nobody will spend 7 figures just to get it. Okay. So you need to have at least 3. I saw app owners that are not doing maybe good monetization, but still, let's think just like, again, WhatsApp, right? They had amazing user acquisition, engagement, and retention. They never monetized. They tried $1, but it actually didn't work, and they sold for billions of dollars, right?
Right.
So it can happen, but we need to think about it this way. We saw the viral effect, the core loop, the network effect, and the live ops as an example. But again, go to your easiest win that you're familiar with, or you have a good outsource to reach out in order to take care of this, let's say, part of the game, and you can actually grow your app to a 7 figures exit, which is like, you can see the faces of people that are actually like seeing 7 figures in this. This is what even like VC that want to invest, like maybe not super early stage when there is only an idea, but later on they want to see these metrics. What's the retention? What the users do after you acquire them? If you lose them very quickly, there is something here that cannot scale to $1 billion company or even hundreds of millions.